Hey everyone, I just wanted to hop on here and give a little reading for this week's human design transits. So, Sun Earth axis is in 9 and 16, which is all about focus and skills. So, right now, the grounding element is on your skills. What do you bring to the table? What can you offer? And how do you bring that into a deeper expansion or more vision in the overall picture? So that's where the sun is highlighting, like, what's your focus? What are you looking into, and how are you wanting to bring this out into the world? Venus is in 54, which is all about ambition. So that focus and those skills are directly attuned to what is it that you love? What's your ambition? What was your your greatest achievement in your life, and how can you really bring that forward? Mars is in the gate of leading, gate 31, and so of course Mars is adding to this ambition, to this focus, to these skills that you are really highlighting within yourself. And it is a gate of leadership, so it's all about, it's straight from the throat, and it connects into the identity center, your love, sense of love and direction. So it's all about, like, what are you leading from within yourself, your friend groups, and all of the people around you. And then as the week goes on, we are going to move into gate 61 for Venus, which is all about the gate of mystery. It comes out of the head. So, really it's about, like, what is it that you are thinking about that you love so much? And do you have practices around how you love yourself and how you love yourself through the mystery of who you are, this really incredible being that you have decided to bring forth into this world? And alongside that, as Mercury makes its retrograde path, it will retrograde primarily through gate 26, which is the gate of the egoist. This is the puppet master, and not in a negative way at all. The egoist has this really beautiful ability to extrapolate information, pull information out of the intuition center, the body's washing machine, the spleen. So gate 26, and especially with Mercury in retrograde, this is going to be taking a really close look at, like, what is it that you are pulling out of your inner system, that part of you that is that still small voice, that intuition that has been begging you maybe for a very long time to bring things forward. And alongside that, Jupiter, our nice planet of prosperity and rules and all of that, that is going into gate 35, which is the gate of change. 35 comes out of the throat and it connects down into the solar plexus. And so this gate is all about transitions. The channel it connects into is the channel of transitoriness, or the channel of transitions. And so it's all about, like, what change are you speaking about, right? And especially in alignment with our focus and with those skills. Change is inevitable, and it is linked to our emotional system. So what is it that you have been feeling within your body, and how have you been processing it? As we continue through the week, we will hit a few more primary transits. The Sun-Earth axis will move into gates 5 and 35, the Sun being in fixed rhythm and the Earth being in that gate 35 of change. So the Earth, that grounding element, is really going to be right there alongside Jupiter, bringing in, how are we grounding into our abundance? How are we grounding into our prosperity? And can we find a way to take that kind of extremes and pendulum swing and really bring it down into that fixed rhythm? And how do we ground that into our body and our lives? And Venus will continue its journey here. It'll move into gate 60, which is the gate of acceptance. The gate of acceptance is an interesting gate because it's linked by channel into the root through gate 3. And this channel actually creates melancholy in the body, the genetic feeling, the biological feeling of melancholy. So Venus is really going to step into a space of like wanting to kind of step back and take a look at the full picture. What's driving you? What's pushing you forward? And can you really kind of rest inside of that? Can you find a sense of acceptance and just sort of melt into yourself a little bit, and maybe take, a hot bath, a hot shower, or find some way to really just like allow yourself the time to recuperate, rejuvenate, relax into all of these beautiful things that you're working on creating for the world. And eventually, at the end of the week, around December 4th, we will have the North Node, the nodal axis, North and South nodes. They will shift into gates 25 and 46. So the North Node, that direction that we're going in or going towards around that time, is that gate 25, the spirit of the self. 25 comes out of the identity center, again, love and direction, and it connects directly into the ego through the gate of the channel of initiation. So the gate 25, the gate of the spirit of the self, is really asking you all about like, how do you love yourself and how do you bring that love forward in a way that is transformative for other people. So we're really looking at this direction that we're heading in of like bringing forward that sense of who you really truly are, that essence of you, bringing that forward into the world. And backing it, that south node where we're coming from is this gate 46, the determination of the self. 46 is a link into the sacral from the identity center. So it's really about like love of the body, love of, that it's connecting into the gate of saying yes, that gate 29. And so 46 is really asking you like, what has driven you throughout your life? Can you look at it? Can you find those parts of yourselves, and can you bring it forward into this sense of just peacefulness with who you truly are, and peacefulness in a way that's still representative of bringing your truth out into the world, your unique purpose and just beauty and light and all of that. And as Mercury continues its retrograde, it will eventually move from 26 into gate 5, which the sun will be in. And so Mercury will be backing the personality and that sense of like, well, what have you really grounded in? What rhythm have you been on that you're fixed in? And can you really bring that forward in your sense of communication and who you feel you are, and that love that you have for the world and for everyone around you? Are you really bringing that through? So this is just a little sneak peek into the transits. I will absolutely have more for you guys, and if you're interested in getting a closer look at your human design chart, please let me know. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. If you just want like a booklet emailed to you, I can absolutely do that. If you want to sit down and have a one-on-one chat about it, I'm good for that too. So let me know whatever you guys need, and I hope you have a wonderful week with human design.